Former Commission on Human Rights Chairperson Eta Rosales remembers campaigning among farmers and fisher folk more than 2 decades ago for a seat in the House of Representatives. It was 1998 and the party list election was just about to be held for the first time. As a nominee of the group Akbayan, Rosales believed the party list system will allow marginalized and underrepresented sectors a chance to be heard in Congress. But now, Rosales says the party list system has become another tool for political dynasties to gain power by fielding relatives as nominees of groups vying for a seat in the House.
In-expand nila ang area of control ng dynastic rule sa Pilipinas. Ito laban sa mahihirap, laban sa leveling the playing field. It is very undemocratic.
Rosales says a factor for the deterioration of the party list system was the Supreme Court's landmark ruling in 2013. In its decision, the Supreme Court ruled that parties do not need to represent, quote, any marginalized and underrepresented sector. As a result, the party list election has become a free-for-all. Results of a study conducted by the election group Contra Daya show that of the 134 party list groups vying for seats in the House, at least 62 either have links to political dynasties or incumbent government officials or represent business interests. The study also found some groups to have questionable advocacies, such as merely supporting President Duterte. The party lists that Contra Daya found to have nominees related to political families include LPGMA, whose first nominee, Rodolfo Albano, is the father of incumbent Isabela Representative Rodito Albano. Running for the first time, Tingog Sinirangan has its first nominee, later Representative Yeda Romualdez, whose husband is a relative of the Marcoses. Meanwhile, party lists which have special business interests include Juan Pacman, whose first nominee, Congressman Mikey Romero, is a port magnate and the richest member of the House, with a net worth of 7 billion pesos. For Contra Daya convener Danilo Araw, the hijacking of the party list system by political families and business interests is alarming.
That's very disconcerting and very disappointing. If you have a situation where you have the richest congressman being part of a party list group, then you can only imagine the kind of legislation that they have.
With no less than the Supreme Court saying any group can run in the party list race, Araw says the only way to ensure the representation of the marginalized in Congress is for voters to choose party lists with clear advocacies.
Under ordinary circumstances, I will tell you that the nominees are not really an issue here because the one to vote for would be the name of the party list group. But right now, we have to scrutinize each nominee.
Cian Arcangel, CNN, Philippines.